I've been to Southeast Michigan, the region most likely to become a collection of Shariavilles, where large numbers of Sharia-compliant residents will live according to Islamic Sharia law instead of the U.S. Constitution, and where Constitution adherents, be they atheists, Jews, or Christians, will live in fear until they are forced to leave. That's right, Hillary Clinton is for open borders and the importation of hundreds of thousands of people who hate America as much as she does. Her fellow socialist, Antonio Guterres, the primary architect of the mass migration of refugees, is now the Secretary General of the United Nations. Michigan citizens could well be the first Americans forced to live amidst people who will not assimilate and people who actually hate them. Donald Trump understands the threat and is committed to keeping this from happening anywhere in America. Americans need to fully grasp the Michigan story before they vote. Michigan has been receiving 12% of all the Syrian refugees, more than any other state per capita. 99% of these unvetted refugees are Sharia-compliant Sunni Muslims. The Obama administration has admitted that there is no screening for radical views among the refugees. Welcoming Michigan, the propaganda arm of the refugee resettlement industry, has infiltrated entire county and city governments and established several welcoming cities throughout the state. The outrageous secrecy of the refugee industry is most evident in the case of Oakland County, where over 11,000 refugees have been placed over 8 years without the consultation of the county government as required by federal law. Donald Trump understands the imminent jeopardy facing Michigan and will take presidential action to protect all Americans from the invasion of people who hate us. The forces in Michigan out to defeat Donald Trump include all of the components of the Uniparty: the globalists in favor of massive immigration, legal and illegal, the Chamber of Commerce, the GOP governor, the leadership of the legislature, prominent county executives and city councils, the Michigan Catholic Conference, and the Muslim Brotherhood are all on the same team, the Uniparty. They welcome all refugees, regardless of the security and health concerns of the average Michigan citizen. They fear only one man, Donald Trump. Why? Because he will prosecute them for their crimes against American sovereignty. Americans desperately need to understand what's happened in Michigan before they vote. Together, the forces of the Uniparty have facilitated the building of more than 100 mosques in Michigan, along with the surrounding real estate to house madrasas and residences for the Sharia compliant. More importantly, the Muslim Brotherhood, operating as CARE, has, via their partnership with the Department of Justice, created an environment where municipalities will not challenge the construction of any new mosques out of fear of exorbitantly costly lawsuits. Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine have demonstrated via their actions that they are, in fact, agents of the Muslim Brotherhood. They see the creation of Shariavilles as a way to establish legal pluralism, where the American Constitution is no longer the law of the land. We only have to look at a troubled Europe, Britain, and now Canada to see where Michigan and the rest of us are headed if Hillary Clinton has her way. I've personally witnessed the Michigan transformation. Dearborn, Hamtramck, Warren, Sterling Heights, once vibrant cities, are succumbing to the Shariavilles within them. Women in Michigan's Shariavilles, as in Europe, no-go zones, cover themselves because they have accepted that they are the property of men under Sharia. This accepted male supremacy is a problem for all women who live in or near an emerging Shariaville. Michigan is undergoing this fundamental transformation faster than any other state. Local governments and schools foster non-assimilation and accommodations for the Sharia compliant. Health records of refugees are not shared with local health departments. Criminal prosecution cases are reluctant to identify immigration status. Legislation to penalize the secrecy associated with refugee resettlement and guarantee constitutional protections are stymied by the Uniparty. Houses are being sold by longtime residents who are afraid. This is Hillary's Michigan, Hillary's America, neither safe nor great. Women who care about their safety and freedom and that of their loved ones must do their homework in the days that remain before November 8th. You should have no doubt about what Hillary wants for you. If you're not part of the elite of her uniparty, you and your loved ones will become part of the masses struggling to survive with freedom and human dignity in the globalist world that looks like the third world. Don't forget, when Hillary was asked who is the world leader she most admires, Don't forget, when Hillary was asked who is the world leader she most admires, she answered German Chancellor Angela Merkel, the woman who has transformed Germany, indeed all of Europe, by opening the floodgates to the chaos of the third world. Only Donald Trump wants to make America safe again, great again. Only you can make sure that happens with your vote on November 8th. Immigration is the only issue that matters. We will live or die depending on how many immigrants we admit and from where they come. Once they change the demographic makeup of America, no other issue you care about will matter.